All chemical reactions are written the same way. Reactants on the left yields the products on the right. There are different types of chemical reactions. The first two types are called combination, sometimes called synthesis, and decomposition. A combination reaction happens when two or more reactants combine to form one product. The basic structure looks something like this, where you have element A, element B, combining to make a larger product, AB. So a real example would be sodium, Na, plus chlorine, Cl, yields NaCl. It's two smaller reactants combining to form one larger product. A decomposition reaction is the opposite of a combination. You're going to have one reactant breaking apart into more than one product. So the basic structure has something like AB yielding A and B that are separate. So AB is breaking apart into A plus B. A real example would be H2O2, which is hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide over time breaks down from H2O2 into H2O plus O2. So that hydrogen peroxide in your medicine cabinet over time will end up as just a bottle of water with oxygen gas in it. The third type of chemical reaction is called a single replacement. In this reaction, one reactant replaces another when forming the product. The basic structure is A plus BC yields AC plus B. So a real example has zinc plus copper sulfate yields zinc sulfate plus copper. You can see that the zinc bonds with the SO4. The zinc kicks out the copper and bonds with the SO4. So copper is kicked out and the zinc bonds with the SO4. We can figure out which one is kicked out because zinc is a metal, that's the positive ion. Copper is also a metal, so the positive replaces the positive. A fourth example is called a double replacement. In this reaction, both reactants replace their bonding partner when forming the product. The basic structure has AB plus CD yielding AD plus CB. So you can see that A will bond with D and B will bond with C. We know that will happen because A is positive, B is negative, C is positive, and D is negative. So the positive A ion has to bond with the negative D ion, and the positive C ion has to bond with the negative B ion. So looking at this example, KCl plus AgNO3 yields AgCl plus KNO3. The K is the positive ion. It has to bond with the negative NO3. And Ag is the positive ion, has to bond with the negative Cl. Here are a few examples. H2 plus O2 yields H2O is a combination reaction. We have two smaller reactants yielding a larger product. Number two, H2O2 yields H2O plus O2 is the opposite. This is a decomposition reaction. The third example, NaCl plus F2 yields NaF plus Cl2. This is a single replacement. We know that because the sodium, the positive metal, is bonding with the fluorine. So the fluorine is kicking out the chlorine. The last example, HCl plus NaOH yields NaCl plus H2O, is a double replacement, we know that because the Cl is bonding with the Na and the H is bonding with the OH to make H2O. Here are 4 examples for you to try. Pause the video, do the problem, and then check your answer.